Hey guys, and welcome to episode 213 of the Gaming Death Podcast. I'm your host Chris, and with me we have Caleb.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Mr. Caleb?
Not too much. Not too much. Just playing a lot of Horizon Zero Dawn. You know.
Me too.
You too.
Me
So
too.
you recently picked up the game again.
Again.
Probably pretty close to the ending.
I can go and do the last mission right now if I want to.
But you decided not to.
Yes,
go
my
explore.
playtime's like 40 hours right now.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's pretty good for this kind of game. So we just gonna talk about Horizon? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we can talk about. We can start off by talking about Horizon.
Okay. Yeah. So just so you guys know, well, obviously there was the sale last week on PSN for some of their big AAA titles as part of the E3, just a celebration going on, and was looking at the games, and there were some pretty good recent ones. There's Prey, Mass Effect Andromeda, and a few others that were pretty good prices. And so, we all jumped on to look at it. And I was about to go for Prey when, on a kind of a whim, I just went over and grabbed Horizon Zero Dawn for $40 because I thought, you know what, why not give it a try? It's the closest thing I'm going to get to Zelda before I get to Zelda, so let's see.
It's nothing like Zelda, though.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, so I kind of jumped into the game, and it's a little slow at first, but about an hour or two into it, they really open the world and let you go. And oh man, as soon as they do, like, I'm a little mad. Zelda was such a big black hole that just like sucked in all the games around it on the calendar as far as how we perceive them and how well they do. Because this game deserved a lot more attention than what I felt like it got. Not that there weren't people that didn't like it.
It did really well.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure. I know that Zelda was a week and a half later.
It was 3 days later.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Horizon came out on Tuesday. Zelda came out on Friday.
That's right. It was even worse. But this game still did pretty okay.
It did almost 1 million copies.
Okay. Hopefully that'll pick up towards the end of the year.
It's picked up more, and with the DLC launch and the sale, it's picked up even more. Sony said that it's the best new IP ever sold on a Sony platform. Not on a Sony platform, on the PlayStation 4.
Wow. I can appreciate that. I would say this game is very much a Bloodborne situation. Like, it's a system seller. This is a game that if you have the console PS4, you should at least give this game a couple hours of your time just to check it out and see what they've done with it, because it's pretty amazing in what kind of parts they've taken from all these different other kind of open world games and stitched together, but still given them a very unique character that all kind of flows really well, and just created a super interesting world that's really fun to mess around in.
See, I don't find the game that unique.
I'm not saying it's... Well, I'm just saying it's unique in... Well, I think the story is unique and the setting's pretty unique.
The setting, the setting, yes. The story, yes. But the game, mechanically, it's not unique at all. It's third-person Far Cry.
That's what I'm saying. It's more than that, though. I feel like they've taken a lot of constituent parts from a lot of strange series. I mean, when I play this, the thing that it reminded me most of, like, right out of the gate, was actually Witcher 3. Just in how it flows and how everything kind of plays together as you start making your way into it. Like, that's what it felt like for me. It was like close to that level of The Witcher 3.
See, for me, it's always felt like this is third-person Far Cry. It's got the hunting, it's got the zones, it's got the outpost takedowns, it's got the vantage points, it's got the hunting, it's all of that plus a much better narrative than Far Cry games normally have.
Yeah, somebody called it,
and looks very good.
Yeah, somebody called it Far Cry 4 without all of the open world fluff, is how they described it. And with quests kind of pared down, but the world paired up.
Correct.
That's just what expanded in size. Yeah. No, I would definitely say that. Far Cry 4 story wasn't very good. I never played it, so that was the...
Far Cry stories are never very good.
Okay. Okay.
Like,
well, we'll start with that basis then. Yeah.
like Far Cry's are always mechanically fun, and the stories are normally lackluster. With Horizon, you get that awesome, fun Far Cry-ish gameplay in a third party that's very mechanically sound, very beautiful, and then a story that leaves you like once you start hitting the main story, it's very hard to stop until your questions get answered because it's so intriguing. And I'm a little mad at myself that I did a lot of the exploring, I did all the cauldrons and everything before tackling the main story, and I wish I hadn't done that. Because Guerrilla put a lot of nuance stuff into the background. Like, there's areas that I've gone back to that I've cleared just to pick up on some of the nuanciness of stuff that you figure out later on down the road.
Huh. Like, it's that complete of a vision, you're saying, as far as how the story relates to the world and everything?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Oh, yeah.
And that's...
the twist I did not see coming, by the way. Like, how this all plays out, did not see it coming. What Horizon Zero Dawn really... What Zero Dawn really is, no idea. Did not know it was coming.
Okay.
So interesting. It was like, good job, video game, not letting me call the answers beforehand.
Yeah. Interesting. And so, well, that's even more interesting because we have this game coming from Guerrilla, which previously was literally only known for the Killzone series of games, which a game series which I like the universe and like the concept of, and I think is kind of creative, but their ability to execute on story and gameplay is it's questionable at times in some of those games.
Yeah. Guerrilla's resume is Shell Shock Nom 67, which was their first game. Then wow. Killzone Liberation, Killzone 2, Killzone 3, Killzone Shadowfall, Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah. That is an interesting resume to have. And they just decided they wanted to make an open world future post-apocalyptic tech tribalism game, because why not? And they went for it, and it worked really well. It's great to see. I guess this is the game that they'd always wanted to make. And they toyed with some of these ideas in some of the various kill zones, but again, execution was rarely there altogether, which is why those games obviously weren't as exciting as this one is and is turning out to be.
I think that the gameplay on top of the amazing story is what's getting people that got people really talking about this game. And now that I know the secrets and I'm about to beat the game, to know that the DLC takes place after the game is finished, it's not one of those like, oh, by the way, before the game is finished, here's this little side part. Yeah. No, it's actually a continuation on what happens after the end of the game. Makes me quite happy. Because there's still so many questions.
I assume there's going to be a lot of questions. I'm picking up all the journals and notes and bits of tech you can find, and it does not paint a clear picture of what happened.
I will tell you this: you get a clear picture of exactly what happened.
Okay, and that at least is that's enough for me to keep going. That's enough to base a game on. I feel as long as you tell the people that, even if you're building out new ideas on top of that, that's cool. I'll be happy with that.
It's like the second to last mission.
Okay.
Where all is revealed. And then, but that brings up other questions of certain things. Like, where did this come from? And what is this exactly? Is this what this is? And what happened there? And who is this guy? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And it's interesting going back now because I remember when the reviews were coming out and the game came out, and it was getting pretty solid reviews, like 9s and 10s and very high marks. But I just didn't really pay a lot of attention to it because of, again, Zelda coming out 3 days later and just what a cluster that was. But going back and looking at all these reviews, the number one thing that seems to line up with almost all of them is like how much fun it is to basically just be in this world they've created, and just like exist within it, which is a really interesting thing to be able to create on such a like universal level. Like I've played games that are like that, but I don't know if you would say the same about that game if you played it. But that they've just managed to do that really well right out of the gate with this.
What I really wish, the only thing that I wish that they had that is missing from this game, and it's something that I wish they had ever since playing The Witcher and how open world that game was, and how lived in the world felt, was there's never people moving about the world.
Like just in general, there's not people like, oh hey.
Hey, and joining us now is Mr. Hollowblade.
I have arrived.
I
have. What's up, guys?
What's going on, Mr. Hollowblade? We're currently talking about Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay.
Kaleb is talking about how had said that it reminds him of The Witcher 3, and I had brought up the fact that to me it feels more like a Far Cry game with a really good story.
Yeah. Well, it has a lot of the Far Cry stuff in it.
Did you play through this game when it first came out?
Not all of it. No, not very much of it. I got bored of it, to be honest, because it was too much like Far Cry.
Oh really? Oh really? Okay. There we go. There's our opposing view. Perfect.
You guys are loving it though right now, right?
Yeah, I mean we were just going off a little bit about how much we liked it.
Yeah. But But I was just saying the one thing that really makes me mad about the game is the world that Guerrilla Games has created is a really great game, is a really great world, and it's nice to be in that world. The only problem is we're spoiled by games like Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Witcher 3 now, which are open world games that have set a standard of having a world feel like you're not the only living person in the world. And Horizon doesn't do a good job of having people kind of moving throughout the world.
Isn't it very, very dangerous to move around?
No, that's the thing.
I mean, I've run into a couple people here and there, actually, more than I would have thought, but maybe that's just my experience. There are little bands here and there. Sometimes I get too close to them without realizing they're bandits because there's no real way to identify them until they suddenly turn angry and start attacking. But
which is awkward.
Yeah, which is a little awkward, but I kill them anyway. One time, right after I'd taken down a Thunderjaw, they tried to come after me, and it didn't end well for them either. I admired their courage, though.
I just overrode my first Thunderjaw, so I felt happy.
Nice.
And then I brought it to Meridian and watched the soldiers freak out that I had a Thunderball with me.
Did you get to ride it?
No, you don't get to ride it. You can only ride 3 fucking things in this game.
Or ride it.
Kayla's been getting on my nerves, by the way, because she's been texting me
about Horizon Zero Dawn.
About Horizon Zero Dawn being like, "Yo, I just found a T-Rex. Can I ride it?"
Don't be a bully, Kaleb. Don't text Chris.
No, I don't care that he texts me. I care that he's like, "Yo, can I ride this?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "I'm gonna ride it."
Well,
how is that? Why is that?
You're denying his dreams.
Don't let my dreams be dreams.
Well, don't let my dreams to let you ride a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah, I really.
That Caleb's been doing little peek behind the curtain that's been pissing me off a little bit is he's like, "Yo, come play games with me," and we play games, and then his ass just mid conversation drops out of the party and sends a text message 20 minutes later. "Oh, I'll be back in an hour." The best.
That is not what I did.
It is totally what you did. The both
I gave
times.
you more words than that.
He's a busy man.
No, the second time you were just gone, and I didn't hear you, so I was like, "Oh, I guess he's not there anyway." I was like, "Hello," and then you weren't, so I was like, "All right, well, I guess we'll just head out."
It's not my fault. You have Target Walmart. You have Target Internet, and you drop out of the fucking PlayStation party.
I don't. I have broadband. It's fine. That hasn't happened yet that I can recall on it. It was just that one time where for some reason I literally it just seemed like you had gone. And you were ordering food before, so it made sense. I thought you went to go deal with that. So I was like, all right. Well,
no, we were
I guess I'll just kind of head on out.
Mid-sentence, you were just gone. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm playing Horizon by myself now.
This is not true.
It is true.
I am not a crook.
It's all right, Nixon. Hollow, what have you been playing?
Heroes of the Storm.
Yeah, how's Heroes of the Storm treating you?
It depends. When I play by myself, I do great. When I play with other people, for some reason, not so much.
Oh, it's because I suck.
Well, your DPS was questionable, but you got to learn at some point in time, so I don't really care.
Hey, I was doing much better as Nazebo.
But actually, I think you were doing better as what is it, Vala?
Oh yeah.
I think so. Yeah, you were putting up some pretty sad numbers yesterday. I don't know if it was just because you were having a hard time, or I noticed you were doing much better as Vala. But I'm not going to call you out on it because you have to learn, and that's what you're doing. You're learning.
But you have to teach me so that I can learn.
Well, I'm teaching. I told you to throw the toads, and you said you didn't have them, but I saw you come out of the spawn, so I was like, okay, maybe for some reason he didn't have them. So it's okay.
Because I shoot them both like right after one another.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've been playing that a lot. Yeah, I tried playing. I don't know. I tried playing a little bit of PS4 and stuff, but I get so bored like very quickly. Like, don't know why. I did start playing Pokemon again. X and Y, I think, because I haven't beaten those yet, so I'm going through that slowly. That game is, in my opinion, not very good Pokemon game, but
that's the one I have that I never beat.
X and Y is better than Black and White.
It was pretty good. I just don't.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I'm trying to find like a team that's different than what I had before.
Just a team of Bidoofs.
Basically. Luckily, I have not run into any of those yet.
That's what you need. You just need a team of Bidoofs.
Team of Bidoofs could work. You'd have to evolve a few of them.
No, you don't evolve any of them. And cap them at level 50.
Okay.
Wait, what?
And teach them Splash.
I don't think Bidoof can learn Splash, but I'll keep it in mind. I'll definitely keep it in mind. Level 50 is the level cap at which most competitive games are played.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Unless there's a move you need to learn that's higher than level 50, usually don't bother. But for single player purposes, you go to 100.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you go harder, you go home.
Exactly.
Six level 100 Bidoofs. Rain and Terror with Splash.
We're just raining Terror with Splash. So what are you guys up to? What have you guys been up to outside of playing Horizon, yeah.
I've been playing some HOTS.
I know you have, yeah. We've been having a lot of fun with that.
Yes, we have.
I don't want to like fill the fucking podcast with HOTS.
I mean, you can.
Horizon. I mean, we could.
We can hate on Sony. Is it time to hate on Sony?
You gonna flip the switch? We were just praising Sony and how great they were, and Horizon Zero Dawn is a great IP.
Just give me one moment. Hold on, I gotta get under my desk. I gotta get this thing.
Oh, he's pulling out his dildo.
Yeah, pulling out the big dildo bat with Sony written on it. No,
it's time for the bag of dicks.
I'm getting the machine. Okay, you hear that?
Yep, that was the big dildo bat.
Yeah,
hitting the desk.
The big dildo bat. Okay, I'm gonna
refreshed bag of dicks.
This is the hypocrisy machine, and sometimes you have to use hypocrisy when you want to talk about two different things that don't really make sense together separately. But we're gonna do that now. So hold on. Okay, ready? Okay.
Fucking stupid.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, so Sony's holding back the entire fucking industry by refusing to do cross-play across multiple platforms. Everybody's like, but they don't have to. They're the leader. It doesn't benefit them at all. Shut the fuck up. It does benefit them.
Is that what people are saying? I thought the mass consensus was to shit on them and hate them.
Hold on. You want me to bring text messages up from this person named Kaleb?
Oh, geez. Are we gonna... Hey. We have differing opinions. We can state them like gentlemen. We don't have to turn it into a cat fight.
I'm not turning it into a cat fight. What I'm saying is that there are people out there, not just you, that are like, oh, well, they're in the lead, and they're defending this decision by Sony. And what I think a lot of people aren't grasping about the fact of no crossplay between the PS4, PC, Xbox One, and Switch is now PS4 is the only one not playing in the playground. Everybody else is playing, except for Sony.
Yeah, except for Sony,
which is going to hurt them in the long run because people are going to switch over to Xbox to play games with people on PC and people on phones and people on Switch.
See, but the question, and on a moral level, like I agree with you, it's shitty. It's a shitty thing to do to your customer and to not jump into that pool of crossplay, especially when it's offered to you allegedly. And that makes sense, but like, are they really going to lose that many people? Like, specifically, this is just Minecraft, a game which, if you probably have 3 copies of on different systems. And
it's Minecraft, it's Rocket League, and there was one other game announced.
It's Minecraft and Rocket League. PlayStation has a couple crossplay initiatives for PC on a couple different games. I think Street Fighter V, but I'm not sure about that one. There was one other I know specifically that I'm trying to think of. But I know they do have a couple, actually. But, so, I mean, the immediate question is, like, is this a huge deal? Is this a bigger deal than Sony thought it would be when they made their decision? Like, why did they make their decision at all? And those are the things that I start to ask, like, as opposed to just getting mad at them, because I don't know all the details of what's going on in this particular situation, but are you pulling up information?
I am. I'm pulling up all the cross-platform games. Let's see.
Is that a Wikipedia article?
There's a thing on Giant Bomb.
Oh, okay.
Street Fighter V is PC, PS4.
Yeah.
Then you have Fable Legends, which is PC, Xbox One. Rocket League, which is Mac, PC, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and Linux.
And Linux. That's interesting.
There's not many.
Gems of War is across everything.
Gems of War.
Farming Simulator.
Oh, jeez.
I have that on the Vita.
How do you crossplay with that game?
How do you play that game multiplayer?
How do you competitively play Farmville?
Tropico 5.
Tropico 5.
Tropico 5. Yeah, it's a bunch of like shitty indie games.
Yeah, the indie has their own little community of games. They even had their own indie fighting game collaboration thing that came out a couple years ago.
But my thing is by making a agnostic multi-platform multiplayer, it's you now get to encompass everybody into the game. So you could be playing on PC and I could be playing on my Xbox One, or Hollow could be playing on PS4, I could be playing on Xbox One, and you could be playing on PC, and we could all still play together.
Yep, and that's how I played. I played Street Fighter V with a bunch of buddies of mine who played on PC.
Really?
I don't know. You remember Foster, right?
Yeah, of course I do.
Yeah, he didn't have a PS4, so he bought the game on PC, and I played for a while with him on PC. Who else did I play? Another dude who we met here locally, again, doesn't have a PS4, plays on PC. We ended up all playing, like all my buddies played with him while he was on PC. That was wonderful. You know, all those guys didn't have to go out and buy a PS4 to play one game. They just bought on whatever console or system or, I guess, operating system PC they have at the time. And I think it's a good thing.
And it's a beautiful thing. It's kind of like what Sony's basically doing is it's like if your friends all wanted McDonald's and you guys and everybody went to McDonald's, but you had went to Burger King beforehand, and McDonald's was like, yo, you can't bring your Burger King into our McDonald's.
Which is a weird concept on any level. But
it's the best analogy that I could come up with.
Bring your White Castle into Five Guys.
I'm sorry, Chris. It's not a very good analogy.
But
That makes sense.
But it's the best analogy. It's because you can't be like, oh well, it's like if Coke said to put an RC Cola into every pack of Coke. That's not what they're saying. They're saying we don't want you to be able to hang out with these people while they're on our platform.
Which is a very unique thing that I'm not sure we can really convey a simple metaphor for.
Right. That's why I said it's the best analogy I could come up with.
Yeah. And I get that, and it makes sense, and ideally, but a couple things. First off, I want to see if they're going to put the effort into going cross-platform with something. I guess I'd want to see like a big AAA title that we'd all be expected to play. Like if they did that with Anthem, or if they did that with like one of the Call of Duties, that'd be interesting. Well, we'd all get wrecked by PC people, but
the thing that you have to realize is
not that Minecraft and Rocket League aren't.
Caleb's gotten cut off. He cannot hear him at all right now. So if Caleb, you can hear us, we can't hear you. What I want to say is what you're not realizing is before you can get your Anthem and your Destinies and your Call of Duties cross play, what you need is those smaller established games that people already own on either multiple platforms or has a very large install base. That way you can prove that the concept works.
What was that?
Yes.
Yes. What I was saying was, because you got cut off, we couldn't hear you anymore. Before we can get the Anthems and the Call of Duties and the Destinies and everything like that built up and have this cross-platform play, you need to prove the concept, to prove that people are going to use it. And you do that by getting two games that have the largest install base and get them to do this cross-platform multiplayer.
World of Warcraft?
If World of Warcraft was on consoles, I'd say yes. Yeah. But it's not. It's
fuck, Caleb.
What? That has the biggest install base. I'm just saying,
actually, Minecraft has the largest install base right now.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Warcraft's fallen out of favor.
Yeah, it's only like 6 million subscribers.
They really
that game's been running for like 10 years, hasn't it? Longer than that.
Longer than that.
Jeez.
So that's why they do Minecraft and Rocket League. They're two very big games that have a very large install base. And now you'll get to see how this works, how this infrastructure works. It takes the pressure off of the console designers to keep an update and maintain servers for these multiplayer games. It's now on the publisher or the developer to maintain servers as well. So it brings the cost down to the platform provider down even further. It also makes it an agnostic update system, which is more pressure off of the developers because now they one update all systems at one time.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that the benefits of this are much larger than saying, oh, well, Sony's winning and they don't need to do this because they have money.
Well, I mean, talking about servers brings up another question, though, because you said that one of the guys mentioned that the PSN network wouldn't be able to handle that kind of integration. Is that correct? One of the Sony guys said that on the floor when asked that, you mentioned?
Yeah, that was one. There was one interview, and then what the Mojang came out and said that's not true because the servers are on our side, not on their sides.
Even with PSN's garbage network?
Even with PSN's garbage network, because you wouldn't be signing it because you're not signing into the PSN server anymore. You're now signing into Mojang server. So PSN doesn't matter at all.
You still have to sign into PSN.
Well, right. You're still signing into your PlayStation Network account. But once you get into Minecraft and you get online, you're not taxing Sony servers at all. You're taxing Minecraft Mojang's, which are technically Microsoft servers.
Right. Then Sony would be getting free shit from Microsoft.
Yeah, exactly.
that thought was kind of difficult for some reason. I don't know why.
I think that the benefits and the detriment that this is going that the largest video game company is deciding not to play ball with everybody else is a detriment to the industry as a whole. For the greater good.
Did Mojang say, were they given any reason as to why Sony didn't want to go forward with it?
Think of the children.
That was
the children.
That was Mojang's.
That was Sony's response to
why
they didn't want crossplay.
Because in Mojang responding to saying that it wouldn't tax their servers.
Wait, hold on. They actually said, think of the children?
In a nutshell, they said when people sign on to PlayStation, they expect this level of, of control and policing, and with cross-platform play, there's no way for Sony to police what other people say. So, like, Sony can't ban somebody from Xbox Live because they called somebody a racial slur.
What? Since when did Sony become Nintendo?
That was my thing. I said, fucking Nintendo is playing ball on this. Sony, that is the biggest cop-out excuse that you've ever said.
Actually, minor news update. Did you guys hear that Discord reached out to Switch as far as helping to build their online networks and their communication systems?
That'd be nice because Discord has really good communications. If I could figure out how to record from Discord, we wouldn't be recording on Skype anymore because it's a piece of shit program.
Discord's really nice. Skype, I swear to God, every time I install Skype, it gives me a virus because that shit, my computer starts running like a potato every time I install Skype. Like, and I uninstall, and all of a sudden my computer's godlike again, and I'm like, okay, Skype, you fucking cunt.
It has so many memory leaks. It's like Google Chrome. It's one of the reasons I don't use Google Chrome. There's too many memory leaks.
I use Google Chrome.
Yeah.
I use Google Chrome as my browser.
What do you use as your browser?
I use Firefox.
I used to use Firefox, but then my computer broke.
Google Chrome's that thing's like a tank, though. It takes like how much RAM just to run that?
All of it.
Yeah,
all of it.
Ridiculous.
Right, and it has a memory leak where it'll keep leaching RAM even though you're not using it. So like you can have Google Chrome up and it'll continue. That's what I mean by memory leak. It'll continue leaching RAM from your system while it's open.
Oh yeah.
See, and that makes sense. And I should probably not use Chrome, but all of the tech companies in the Bay Area use Chrome as their standard, and all their applications like integrate with Chrome and not Firefox from a business standpoint. Like, it's shitty, but that's how it is too.
I work in the insurance business. Do you know what insurance companies are optimized for?
Edge or
Microsoft
IE9?
Internet Explorer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
At my work, we're still on Internet Explorer. I think 7 or 8.
Ew.
And
It's like giving you computer cancer. Or
yeah. Well, it's not even cancer. It's literally to the point where like nothing works. We have to use Chrome, and like we tell my boss, and my boss is like, I don't know. I think they're doing something about it. I'm like, we can't, like, half the websites don't work on this anymore because it's like 5 million years old. I say my grandfather is younger than this fucking browser.
That's
all of the insurance companies, all the wholesale houses that we go to, 95% of them will not open on Firefox or Chrome or Edge. You need to use Internet Explorer 8 is what they're compatible with.
Coming from the industry I do, that's insane and baffling. And I don't know how to respond to that.
Yeah. Like, we use Chrome at work for, like, our emails and, writing stuff up and stuff like that. But if we need to go on and, like, look up a policy or find out if somebody's overdue or find out if somebody's canceled,
Internet Explorer.
Right to Internet Explorer.
Oh, jeez.
And it's slow. It's so slow.
It's not even... you don't even have Edge, the new one that they're trying to make look cool?
No, because these sites aren't optimized for Edge. They won't open.
That's right.
Like,
wow.
The homepage will open, but you can't click on any of the links because they're not optimized.
Jeez.
It's so bad. Fucking technology.
Yeah, that sounds super rough.
It is super rough.
It's pretty bad.
I
Yeah,
just- Go ahead.
at my
I'm sorry.
work we have to, depending on the website, depends on which browser we have to use. It's pretty bad. We have to have all them open.
How many do you have?
We have 2 browsers, but we have like 15 companies, so it's like, yeah,
Oh, jeez.
it's pretty bad though. Technology, it's hard.
Sounds like a good time.
We just upgraded to Windows 7.
What?
Like,
Wait,
My
did you just say
computer
Windows
came
7?
with 10.
what's that, Chris?
Did you just say Windows 7?
Yeah, we just upgraded to Windows 7 like a year ago.
Wow.
Yeah, the struggle's real.
What an age.
I updated our system at work to a 10 when I first started there. It was
Nice.
No, we can't do that.
You can't do that, even though it was free?
We don't have the authority to do that.
You don't have the bureaucracy.
Eric Hartman goes around and he tells us what to do.
It's
So we have to respect it.
authority.
Yeah.
Does he even tell you respect your authority?
He doesn't have to. It's just kind of
It's
assumed.
that big. Huh. Interesting.
Chris, do we want to talk about the update that's coming out next week that you were really excited about?
The Necromancer's coming to Diablo next week! I'm so excited.
Yes, it is.
3
Oh,
new
yeah, does
areas, challenge rifts, and a new class. I'm happy.
Does that mean the season is over, actually?
I don't think so.
Because I don't
season
have
is this?
I don't have my nice things from this season on PC because I made a shitty wizard, and I can't stand the fucking wizard anymore, which is sad because it used to be my favorite. But yeah, Necromancer next week. That's pretty cool. Bunch of new items, bunch of new Necromancer things, 3 new areas, challenge rifts. You said all this already, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Not paying attention.
Are you stoned?
No.
Nah,
Are you?
I am.
Is Kaleb?
Yeah, of course.
No.
Alright.
Couldn't be.
I did think about it, but I have to take the dog out, and I kind of become a vegetable when I get high. So I
Oh,
don't.
really? It just makes me more me,
No.
It just makes Caleb more Caleb.
basically.
Does it?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Not for me. No.
No, less hollow.
Yeah.
Or,
Oh, dude, I was watching.
or more hollow.
I told you I was watching.
Puns?
What was the show? What was the movie? Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, and it was so interesting.
Dude, you were texting us at like 2 in
Yeah,
the
you
morning
were.
what was going on in
You
the
were
fucking
texting.
movie.
Was
Oh,
it 2 a.m.?
It was like 11 for me. I was still playing games.
Yeah, see,
Chris
it
had
was
to go to
11 for
work.
you, so it was like 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were enjoying it very much so.
Oh.
I enjoyed you enjoying it.
It's great. It's nice.
It's
It's nice.
just nice.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wait.
don't smoke the devil's lettuce.
The devil's lettuce.
I hear some filthy lies.
I don't.
That's what you were doing the other day when I texted you what you were doing, and you were like
Anyway, yeah.
No,
smoking.
Nah,
I was kidding.
dude, he's just fucking. Yeah, he's just fucking.
I was playing HOTS at that moment in time.
That's absolutely not true.
That is true.
I was there.
I
Well, I wasn't there
HOTS.
because we weren't playing.
I was playing HOTS. I was not actually smoking a joint and shaving my balls in the backyard.
Not in the backyard, in the bathroom. Or in Don's area of the bathroom.
No,
Because-
Dawn wasn't home. I was home alone all weekend. It was
Okay.
great.
Anyways. That's over.
Now that that's
Oh.
over,
That's what we talk about.
that is what we fucking talk about. You guys want to know what's going on in the land of our text message? This.
No. I mean, nothing bad was said, so it's okay, but no.
My mom doesn't listen to this shit.
People listen to this shit.
Yeah, like close to 2,000 people listen to this shit. Caleb just sent a Skype message, by the way, that's like, "Hey, Hollow, his mom listens to this shit." Doesn't give a fuck.
Didn't you used to get high or something? Your mom told us a story about how you used to get high and stuff.
Yes, of course my mom did, because that's my mom.
Yeah. That's okay. Chris's mom is cool. She's the, as Chris likes to say, she's the tits.
Yeah, my mom is the tits. For some reason, that bothers
It's
Hollow
weird.
when I say that
It's
my mom's
weird.
the tits.
No, yeah, because you said my mom's the tits. I think it's so fucking weird.
Kaleb, do you think it's weird to say your mom's the tits? Did we lose Kaleb again?
I think he's gone.
Oh, sorry. I muted myself to take a bite of food. I was going to say, it's weird to call anything the tits, but most especially your mom.
Why is that weird?
It's a weird thing.
But it's
Who
not
says
weird.
that?
I'm not saying my mom has nice tits. I'm saying my mom is the tits.
I don't know. It's a
No,
thin
that's
line.
not.
It's a thin line.
It's a thin red line.
Like,
Chris, I'm
that's
concerned.
when something's really cool, I say it's the tits, or really awesome, it's the tits, because tits are really
Sometimes.
cool and awesome.
This is true.
I guess so.
So therefore,
is-
when
Well,
I'm like,
not I guess so. It's are awesome, but
when I'm like, so therefore, when I'm like, my mom's the tits, or Hollow's mom's the tits, it means that Hollow's mom's really cool and awesome. Guys, write in and tell me that I'm not fucking crazy about saying that people's moms are the tits.
his mom's hella the tits.
No, you wouldn't say it like that.
Yeah, you'd say hella the tits.
No, not hella the. Yo,
Yeah,
I'm walking
hella.
here, bada bing, yo.
Oopada-papa.
That was one of the best things when we went to New York.
What? Oh, yeah. I'm walking
Chris just saying that constantly.
Yeah.
Well, I had to give you the full.
The full New York experience, yeah.
Even when he was not, in fact, walking, and
It's-
may not have been here.
But I'm like just some Canadian guy, like just, you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to experience what freedom was like.
Yeah, so I brought you to
Insane,
White
I
Castle
walked
and
it.
Cinnabon
Yeah.
and Five Guys.
It was very disappointing freedom, but
Well,
Amazing.
the White Castle was disappointing freedom. Everything else was alright. We have
all the
Five
other
Guys here.
freedoms were okay.
All the other freedoms. The
next-
car, the
I
truck,
like the gun
car,
one. The gun one is my favorite.
the car with the eagle on it. That was some pretty cool freedom.
We did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the thing. All right, Chris, go on.
The next time you come to New York, come to
Uh-huh.
America, we'll take you shooting. We'll go shoot some guns.
Actually, I wanted to do that. I want to shoot some shit.
Shooting shit is pretty fun, generally.
It's all right.
Even if you're not the kind of person to normally own a gun or practice too much, shooting shit is still pretty fun.
Do you shoot, Caleb?
I used to shoot every now and then when I lived in Santa Barbara.
Uh huh.
I haven't found anywhere here to go, but I haven't really been looking either.
Uh huh. This is like what, strip clubs or?
Huh? What?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. No, it's cool. You like to shoot. That's. You know,
What about strip clubs?
so I don't know. You're the one that said that you like shooting and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's all right.
See see the thing is that you guys have in Canada that we're not allowed to have here is we don't have sex clubs in America.
We have
Yep.
ketchup chips. Those are pretty rad.
But you guys have sex clubs in Canada, which
Yeah,
is
they're-
legal here.
Sex clubs in
They
Canada?
come in. There's
What
not.
kind of sex clubs?
There's not.
There are
There's
two
not.
BDSM clubs. I looked into it when I was
In Toronto?
planning a trip to see Hollow Blade.
No.
Honestly,
Honestly,
I was going to bring you with me.
Interesting.
No, I'm saying no, as in no. These this is not a thing.
It is a thing.
It's a thing. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure it's not a thing. We have ketchup chips, and our milk comes in
Yeah.
bags.
You do have ketchup chips and bag milk.
In bagged milk. Yeah.
Why would you put milk in a bag?
I don't know. It makes sense. Why would you put it in cardboard? That's weird. See?
Because it holds its shape, and that's kind of a, I don't know, I guess that's ideal for most liquid
Dude,
carrying devices.
you have a sex club right in Mississauga called Happy Hedonist.
Oh, that place.
See?
I've never been. I've never been.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Nice. He's been
Oh,
there
yeah.
a few times.
That guy. That's where Jesse is from. We just shot the shit though.
Anyway,
All right, you guys want to answer some questions?
let's answer some questions. Sure.
Why not?
Why not?
All right, let me pull up some. Let me pull up.
And maybe some that are just like...
Someone wants to know what we want to see from the Castlevania series on Netflix and whether or not we think that the series will revitalize the franchise on consoles.
Pachinko machines.
From Anthony.
Pachinko machines.
Pachinko machines?
That's what you want to see in the Netflix series is pachinko machines?
It's from Konami. They got this.
Pachinko machines?
Well, they got those too.
I want to see this like dark, gritty kind of going through the ages origin Castlevania story, which looks like that's what we're gonna get.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wanted to see it, kind of like how they're doing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure right now, with like a couple different short series for each character going forward the ages. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that's what it seems like they're doing.
I wonder. I don't know. I wonder if they're gonna turn it into like a drama or something.
Well, the thing is, I saw Simon in the trailers. I saw Trevor. I saw Sifia. I saw Grant the Nasty. I saw Alucard. Like, there's a lot of things in there, and I think that the series does well, that it will revitalize the game as a whole.
Yeah, it sounds like Konami recently made mention of the fact that they're not technically done making Castlevania games, and they could make one if people really wanted them to. Something to that effect. It was strange. But
I was under the impression that Konami wasn't doing video games anymore. They were just doing pachinko machines.
They're doing Metal Gear Survive, which did not get glowing responses from the people who got to play it at E3.
It's an expansion of Metal Gear 5. It's DLC.
Apparently they took all the heart and soul out of it, is what people said, and it just feels bland.
Isn't it just a zombie add-on for Metal Gear 5?
It's basically a zombie apocalypse like side story thing, yeah.
It's an alternate dimension.
Oh yeah, that you have to build your base up and survive. And
not even a normal dimension.
Has some tower defense things going on as well, I think.
Yeah, it's
that's pretty rad.
It's when that bomb went off at the beginning of 4, those people with the thing in the sky, they got sucked into an alternate dimension, and that's where they are now.
That sounds ridiculous.
I'm just telling you what the story is for Metal Gear 5.
Are you surprised people are upset?
I'm just the brakes hollow.
My computer's exploding.
Oh.
I got killed in Dark Souls.
That's why you should put your dick in.
No. In Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Oh, kids, don't put your dick in Dark Souls.
Don't do it. It's not cool.
It's really tempting, but you really just gotta, use your better judgment on this.
Let's see what else. What is your current most anticipated announced sequel?
Ooh.
Persona 6.
No, they said announced.
No, they have to make Persona 5 Golden and Persona 5 Dance All Night and some others first.
I'd be okay with that.
What's the fighting game? They got to make one of those too for Persona 5.
Oh man, actually, I would be super happy if they made a Persona 5 Arena.
There's some really interesting characters in that game. Anyways, BioShock.
Wait, announced sequel that you're excited for.
I want to believe. Parappa the Rapper told me that I have to believe.
Oh, Parappa the Rapper. Number one person not to trust on things.
I don't know. What are your guys' answers?
The Resident Evil 2 remake.
Oh, that's a good one. I never played that game.
I was going to say, there are rumors going about that supposedly it's going to be announced very soon, and it's going to be just done.
What?
Well, it's been announced already.
Yeah,
it's going to be like...
They haven't shown a trailer or teaser or anything yet.
Tokyo Game Show. Calling it now.
You think it'll just come out?
I think they'll show it off at Tokyo Game Show.
Okay.
Sounds pretty rad.
It'll be exciting. Guess we'll see.
What series would you like a remaster of for current gen? And why is it Dead Space?
Why? I think the question should have been, why isn't it Dead Space? But it should be Dead Space.
No, I will stick by, because we've answered this question 1,000 times, it's still Massive, the Mass Effect series.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean, like, is it... I feel like it's good enough already.
The Mass Effect series? But we could be playing it on PS4 because it'd be easier. And because they did that for a bunch of... Or no, BioWare and EA haven't done that for any of their games, have they?
No.
Any HD remakes?
EA hasn't done... EA refuses to do HD remasters because they say that they look towards the future instead of the past.
Which is... It's kind of a shit statement, but...
What a bunch of fags.
Yep, they're a bundle of sticks tied together with some twine.
Yeah.
Not as smart as them.
Oh. That's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
What
else we got, man?
Nope. Okay. Are you guys going to answer this question?
So there's that rumored .hack remake or HD.
It's not
apparently,
it's been announced.
Apparently it's just GU.
That's what I was reading, and I was like, well, Kaleb said it was all of them, so it's got to be all of them.
No, I thought it was. I was wrong.
It's the GU, the 3 from GU.
Which I never played, and I'm interested to play now.
I mean, GU's okay, but the original was funner.
Was the original better?
I feel like the story might have been better. The gameplay was terrible.
The gameplay was pretty terrible. I was going to say that.
It was pretty bad.
But it had a good enough story to hold it together, and it was interesting enough. And anything and going to your desktop to answer messages and stuff like that was kind of cool at the time.
Yeah, it made it feel like authentic, you know. Yeah. But it was Sword Art before Sword Art, so it was like kind of, I don't know. It had a nice thing to it, whatever that means.
Had a nice thing to it.
Don't judge me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that game that sounds pretty exciting though, depending on how good they do it.
Jason wants to know if you were forced to get a tattoo of any video game character, gotta be a character, who would you choose?
Oh, I already have this sort of planned.
Ooh. Go for it, huh?
Oriel from Diablo 3.
Wow. Like on your back, like a big one?
That's a cool place, but I was going to put it on my shoulder, upper shoulder, with the wings going on my chest and on my back.
That's cool too.
And then, like, she has like these wraps. The wraps will wrap around my arm up to my elbow.
Pretty badass.
Yeah. You can do a lot of cool things with Oriel.
Well, the cool thing is
stylistically.
The cool thing is she's just an angel. So if like someone's like, "Oh, that's a cool angel," I'll be like, "Yes, it's a cool angel."
Well, I was
and if
say,
someone goes like, "Oh, that's that character from Diablo," I'll be like, "Yes, it is. You can be my friend. You are not a stranger. Stay a while and listen." Literally.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say I could just imagine someone taking it and turning it into like an ukiyo style version, and then having it put on their back almost like a Yakuza tattoo, like spanning their whole backside. Which would be interesting. I could see people being that creative with it as a concept.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's a cool character, so you can be very, very flexible. Very flexible. There's a lot of flex. I think my computer froze again. Fuck's sakes.
You're okay, but we can still hear you.
Chris, what about you?
No, go ahead, Kaleb. You're next.
If I had to...
Dark Souls, the demon, the blood-starved beast.
No.
That's the only boss I can kind of think of.
I'd probably get something ridiculous and put it right on my butt. Like Blinky the Ghost, just as a conversation piece in case anyone ever sees my butt for some reason.
Why does Kaleb remind me of Steve-O? So much.
Just Blinky the Ghost right there. Little 8-bit version would be great.
For me, it would either be Mega Man X.
Oh yeah. Like in a 16-bit style.
Yeah, of course. Or a liquor from Resident Evil.
Oh, that'd be pretty rad, actually.
In 18-bit, or
no, like an actual liquor. It would be on my shoulder with its tongue coming down my upper bicep.
Mm.
Kind of like it's perched on my shoulder.
Giggity.
Let's see. Rick wants to know that Capcom seems to be doing fan service lately. You know, we got in the Mega Man collection, the Disney collection, Dragon's Dogma HD. Is there anything in their library you'd like to see ported?
I feel like we've answered this before, actually. But yeah, I have one too. What's yours going to be?
Mine's Onimusha.
What was the question?
Fuck, I was going to say that too. Or
Computer
I'll say. You know what?
Freaking the fuck out.
Can you hear us still?
Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello. The question is, Capcom's doing a bunch of like HD re-releases of old games, like the Mega Man collection, the Disney collection, and they remade Dragon's Dogma. What Capcom collection would you like to see HDified? And my answer is Onimusha.
I'm gonna go for a different answer actually, and go for Dino Crisis.
That's my second. That was my second answer.
I'm pretty sure we have answered this.
That's my answer too, because that was the only game that was like Resident Evil that I wasn't too scared to play when I was younger.
It was literally Resident Evil 2, but with like dinosaurs. It was a cool concept that I feel like never took off as much as they hoped it would.
God, Skype, stop being a fucking potato!
Which are you guys anticipating more, Far Cry 5 or the new Assassin's Creed?
Assassin's Creed. Far Cry 5 just looks like Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 3.
Do you think they can change it too much from 4, or just be the same thing over again, copy-pasted with new story and some mechanics and looking nicer?
I think that they're going to turn it on its head since we haven't seen a ton of gameplay.
I could see that. I could see them doing some fun things and making it more open in like a Breath of the Wild style way. God, fucking Breath of the Wild is already fucking historic in how we relate to everything else around it. It's crazy.
Give me a second. I gotta restart Skype.
Okay. Hello will be back in a second.
I'll be back.
But we're going to keep answering questions. Jessica wants to know, what 2 games would you love to see a crossover made from?
What, 2 games?
Yeah. You know, like we got Hyrule Warriors, and we're getting Fire Emblem Warriors, and Marvel vs. Capcom, and
I would say something like, honestly, like a Capcom versus Nintendo.
I want to see Hello.
Yeah. I'm here.
I want to see a Deadly Premonition Phoenix Wright crossover.
Oh my god. I think we might have answered this before too.
Because I think that's really cool. Yeah, we get a lot of the same. We get a lot of because we get so many emails.
It's good.
Don't click that link.
Okay, I'm not gonna do it. I'm just looking at it.
Click that
very intently. Very intently.
Fine, you can click it.
Yeah.
I mean, you
what
can
happens
click
if I
it.
click
It's a picture of Oriel, but I don't know why it's like where it's redirecting to.
Oh, it's good to DeviantArt.
Yes.
Is it a sexy picture?
No, it's a chibi Oriel. That's what we're gonna get on my shoulder.
Oh, it just took me to like a page of all this person's art. The chibi Oriel is like halfway down. But maybe I should stop before I go too far.
Maylin wants to know, what current albums are you guys listening to?
Ooh.
What music y'all listening to?
A lot of things. I've been bouncing around between a lot of different albums. Specifically albums, though. Chris, you wanna go for it to start us off?
No, I'm trying to find the name of the album.
Okay. Hollow.
I haven't been listening to too much music lately because it causes me a lot of anxiety for some reason as of late.
Even like really mellow, calm music?
Huh? No. No, like that's the thing. Like,
do you not have mellow, calm music?
I don't.
Dude,
it's all very aggressive.
All
so
right, let me help you out after this.
I started listening to shitballs. Bring Me the Horizon.
Okay, yeah.
And it's really good, but the lyrics give me panic attacks. So I haven't listened to them in a bit. Animals as Leaders?
Yes.
Have you heard them, Kaleb?
I have. Animals as Leaders is good. That sounds super familiar, actually. Have you heard of And So I Watch You From Afar?
I have not.
we'll have to talk more about music and stuff after this.
We should.
But as far as what I've been listening to, big surprise, I've been reading a couple books on hip-hop history, and I've been jumping between a lot of really different interesting things as I've kind of charted my way through. So 50 Cent, Drake, the Ghetto Boys. I could go on. I'm trying to remember how many people I've been jumping between, just sampling different songs and stuff. But I've been listening to a ton of hip-hop all over the place.
Typical Kaleb. I remember when I first saw you for the first time ever. You had your stupid little hip hop book. You were just chilling there like a hipster.
I like my trashed up hip hop book. It's on my shelf right now.
You found it at the dollar store.
I got it. It got it for like $4 from a used bookstore. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. good old memories.
I'm not hipster.
Compared to us, you are.
I guess.
I'm listening to the very best of Cat Stevens and Immortalized.
I don't know. Is that metal?
Immortalized is the newest Disturbed album.
Oh,
Disturbed.
How is that?
Really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
What was the song I was listening to like nonstop from Disturbed?
Their cover of The Sound of Silence is on that album, which is the reason I bought it.
Oh no. That song has been very divisive from what I hear.
And I think Disturbed's version of it is amazing.
Very divisive.
So, yeah.
I haven't heard.
Cat Stevens is like 70s hippie music.
Oh yeah. No, Cat Stevens is wonderful. He's a very important part of the 70s rock canon.
Oh, Stricken. That's the song I like. I was learning that on guitar.
Oh, and I've also been listening to Verities and Balderdash by Harry Chapin. That was the one that I was looking for. Yeah, I'm fucking old. I listen to classic rock. All right, we'll do two more.
Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with that.
We'll get out of here. If you could have one anime game created, what anime would it be?
I hate you.
What anime game created? Like from an anime turned into a game?
Yeah, that doesn't have a game already.
Ooh, if there was like a fucking open world Cowboy Bebop game.
See, there probably is. Just hasn't been brought here.
No.
Yeah.
I know they made a PS2
seriously,
game. I just never played it.
I was looking through games for the Vita to import, and you'd be surprised at the animes they convert into video games. It kind of makes no sense.
Really?
I was playing.
Oh yeah, it's kind of bad.
Back on the original DS because they weren't released here.
Oh, you were importing them?
Yeah, I live right outside the city. It's very easy for me to get import games.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. There's a guy who goes to all the Fan Expo in particular, who comes from, I think he's New Jersey or New York, and he brings all import stuff.
I wonder if it's the same guy I buy from.
It might be. He looks like an Italian dude.
Yeah, like balding.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. For me, it'd be a Trigun game. I want a Trigun game so bad.
Pretty sure that's a thing.
Yeah, there's a PS2 one.
Yeah.
Is there in America?
I think it even came to the US too.
Oh yeah.
You should look that up. I don't know if it was any good. Knowing typical anime games, maybe not, but
all anime games are fucking garbage.
they're trash.
It was called Trigun: The Planet Gunsmoke, and it never released.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm thinking Gungrave.
Was there a Gungrave game?
There was, and it didn't make it here, and it's apparently pretty terrible.
Well, then, I guess that's why it didn't make it here. Anyway.
All right. You have 2 days to live. What's your final meal?
Wait, no one else answered this question.
Oh, you didn't. No, you're the only one that didn't answer this question.
Wait, what did Kaleb answer?
He said an open world Cowboy Bebop game.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I've never heard of I don't know.
Yeah, it's good. You should watch it.
I've seen. I can't understand what my husband is saying.
I like Kill la Kill.
Oh, Kill la Kill game would actually be pretty fucking rad. They could, you know what? Actually, that'd be so rad. They could make like a Dynasty Warriors Kill la Kill game. That'd be so fucking rad.
Well, I was thinking like a Zelda style, but that's cool too.
Zelda style Dynasty Warriors.
Well, not like Zelda style, more like.
There is a Zelda style Dynasty Warriors. It's called Hyrule Warriors.
Exactly.
Oh shit!
But it's not Zelda style. It's just Dynasty Warriors with Zelda skins.
And there's Zelda
The characters are Zelda characters.
Persona style Kill la Kill game. Anyway.
No, that sounds terrible. Stop it. Stop.
I'm just spitballing here, man. Jeez.
Yeah. All right. That's good. That's my answer. Next question.
All right. What would your final meal be?
Final meal?
Final meal. You get to pick out. You're on death row. You get to pick a final meal. What do you eat?
Chicken shawarma from this place down the street. It's like fucking bomb.
I can appreciate that. Probably just like a huge cheeseburger, honestly. Maybe bacon cheeseburger.
Oh my god, Caleb, you're so fucking boring. Stop being American.
What do you mean?
Try again.
What?
Chris, give us your
Hey,
right.
I love international food. I eat it most of the time. I have a plate of Indian food in front of me.
I'm not saying you don't like international food. I'm saying stop being giving the American answers. It's not about freedom, Caleb. We know you have that.
It's a fucking burrito from this place that I used to go to at my old work. They were really good, and they were like 2 blocks away in Soma. All right, fuck me. There you go.
It's a good one.
Beef Wellington, lobster, mashed potatoes, asparagus spears, and a pint of Ben & Jerry's cookie dough ice cream.
It's very specific.
It is very specific.
I've thought about this before.
Detailed.
I think you cheated then. All right.
No, I didn't think about the question beforehand, but I've had this question asked to me in groups of friends. All right, I like this one. What's a game do you think that would benefit? This is our last question. Benefit by adding dinosaurs.
What games wouldn't benefit by adding dinosaurs?
Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, well, yeah.
No. Persona. Persona would benefit from dinosaurs.
Fuck you.
Could I romance them, Hollow?
Gross.
On Tuesdays.
Only on Tuesdays?
On Tuesdays. Bison has to approve.
Oh.
I was gonna say Street Fighter, but Street Fighter had a dinosaur stage, so.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Street Fighter Cross Tekken is actually Street Fighter 4 got that stage, I think, too. They did. I remember beating up my buddy on that stage. Yeah. All right, so that's not Persona.
John says Call of Duty.
I mean, yeah, well, yeah.
They would work. Why not? They have zombies, so might as well fucking have dinosaurs.
Yeah, actually, they were pretty sweet.
I hope you can hear her making dinosaur noises in the background.
Slightly. Is she high right now?
I don't know. Caleb, what's your answer? I'm still thinking about mine. She's still looking at my games, by the way, to find another game to throw at me.
Dinosaurs? Infamous. Infamous would be fun with some dinosaurs.
That could actually seriously be fun on a serious note.
A superpowered character in a prehistoric, like, dinosaur world would be
You know what game would benefit hella good from dinosaurs?
It's called what?
Turok.
Oh.
Oh god, that game was terrible.
Oh, fucking Turok.
It was fucking awful.
Those games were good for the time. They were good for the time. They do not hold up. They do not hold up.
It's funny, me and my cousin... Okay, GoldenEye holds up a little bit better. Me and my cousin popped in Turok a couple of years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, and oh my god. It was so fucking bad. Actually, on the Rare Replay... Is that what it's called? Rare Replay? There was, what's that thing with the aliens? With the bugs?
Oh, GeForce Gemini.
Yes, that game is shit.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, that game is so good, and I'm like, I played it for 5 minutes, and I was like, this is so ass. Like, this...
I loved it so much when it came out and thought it was so cool because it was like a really different thing at the time, and I tried to emulate it at some point a couple years ago, and it just was not how I remembered it at all. It's not good mechanically.
Can I say Bible games as my joke answer?
I'll allow it.
Because I think that having some sort of science in a religious game would be funny. In all honesty, oh, go ahead.
I think another game that could really use dinosaurs as a benefit would be Dino Crisis.
It needs more dinosaurs. Oh, fuck, you know what? They need to bring dinosaurs back to it. Remember the third one? They went into space,
and there was space dinosaurs.
Crazy, it was space dinosaurs that had, like, crazy space cancer AIDS that was engulfing them all and they were all fucked up.
And
that was
rocket
a weird
launcher,
game.
You fought the T-Rex with the rocket launcher on its back and the laser strapped to its head? Yes, I remember that.
We don't want to play that one again.
No.
Just bring us 1 and 2.
Well, I think in order to appreciate greatness, they have to bring cancer.
Cancer AIDS?
I think we should have all 3.
Cancer AIDS and dinosaurs?
Cancer AIDS and dinosaurs. Fuck me.
Don't say those things.
In all honesty, though, a game that I really think that would benefit more so from having dinosaurs, The Sims.
Sims could be fun with dinosaurs.
Yeah. They had pets.
They had pets, but you couldn't have a dinosaur.
You know, it's so weird that The Sims is still going, right? When did the 4th one come out?
I don't know. That's I think it's FTP online. You pay to do, like, everything in that game.
I don't think it is. No.
Are you sure?
I'm almost positive. I think I paid for that. Actually, I'm lying. I don't think I have The Sims 4.
I have The Sims 3.
I have The Sims 3 in like 4 different places. 4 different places.
Yeah,
Sims 3. Yeah,
Sims 4 is like $20, and then it's full of microtransactions because it's built like a mobile game.
Is it built like SimCity?
But see, that's
the thing.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing with The Sims 4, though, or The Sims in general, is that they released like 5,000 expansion packs. Like, I'm looking at The Sims 3 right now, and to list a few, The Sims 3 Seasons, The Sims 3 Pets, The Sims 3 Supernatural, University Life, Into the Future, Ambitions, Generations, Late Night, World Adventures, Showtime, Movie Stuff, just movie stuff, Fastlane stuff, Island Paradise, Outdoor Living stuff. And it's like the list just keeps fucking going.
I own a lot of those, by the way.
Why?
Because it's more stuff.
It's more stuff. It's cool. The Sims is fun from time to time. I won't lie.
I play for I build a really badass house, and then I stop playing because that's all I want to do is build a badass house.
Yeah. Do you cheat or do you do it legit?
No, I cheat because all I want to do is build a house.
He totally cheats legit.
I like to do it legit.
No, I don't want to spend all that time playing a game. I just want to build a big ass house full of really nice stuff and then stop playing The Sims.
Min-max faster.
Thanks, Hollow.
I don't know. All right.
You know what game I wish they'd bring back and that nobody talks about ever anymore, by the way, before we get out of here?
What?
I've been thinking about this game a lot lately. Parasite Eve.
Yeah, wasn't the third one not very good?
There was no Parasite Eve 3.
The third birthday? It was like a kind of... It was like a visual novel? I'm trying to remember. It was bad. And that apparently sunk all interest in continuing the series at that point. Well, what I remember.
Third Birthday is in the same world.
Oh, I have that game.
But I think it's isn't it a reimagining?
It could be. I think it was supposed to be taken as like an answer to a lot of questions, though.
It's a spin-off.
What questions were answered? What? Guys?
Third Birthday.
We're here. Parasite Eve game.
I thought you were 30.
I am 30.
So then it's not your third birthday.
No, the name of the game is Third Birthday.
Yeah, it's the name of the game.
I have that game.
Do you really? On PC?
On PSP.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a PSP game. It's an episodic game similar to a television series with many of the events told out of sequence. And
now my Steam froze.
It retells the first Parasite Eve game from different perspectives.
I don't know if that game was very good. I just remember two best friends recently played through Parasite Eve 1 and 2, and they talked about Third Birthday kind of killing any interest in the series for the future. Or that was like at least at Capcom?
Square Enix.
Or was it, that was Square Enix? Yeah.
See, I love Parasite Eve, and I just wish to bring it back. All right, let's wrap up. Guys, it is Tuesday, which is our new day, so you can catch us live every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, twitch.tv/gamingdeath. You can be part of the show, like all the wonderful people whose questions we answered tonight, by sending us emails.
Podcast. It is Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday.
It's totally Tuesday. Bison would approve.
Oh, God.
Bye, guys.
You can subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/gamingdeathvideo. Remember, guys, head over to our mothership site, geekyannex.net, for more awesome podcasts like Horseplay Live, which is, I believe, going to be on at 10 o'clock on Thursdays at twitch.tv/geekyantics. One of the reasons we moved the show is to kind of get out of their way so that they could move their show up a little bit earlier. But that's going to do it for tonight. I'm Chris.
I'm Don.
No, you're Hollow.
I'm Hollow.
I'm Kyle.
Oh my God. Have a good night, guys.
Night, guys.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Failure.
Failure. How dare you?
Reset the podcast.
No.
Yeah, just restart from scratch. This isn't
Hey,
working.
guys, and welcome to episode 213 of the Game of Death podcast. I'm your host, Chris. With me tonight, we have Hollow Blade.
That's what I'd like to hear. Sounds
Caleb.
much better.
All right, good night, guys.
What?
All right.
We gotta start again.
People that are there on YouTube, thanks, guys, for hanging out. People that are in our chat, thank you very much for hanging out tonight. We will catch you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Oh, now I miss Adam West.
Yeah. Oh, Adam West. Him and his dancing.